Okay then, let's get into the quick tutorial of how to answer these 4-mark questions for paper 1 in the 2014 Edexcel IGCSE history exam. Okay, so here we have the actual question. It says choose either one of the options from the A question, that's from the chronology question. So you're going to pick one of two. The question format will be explain one effect on Germany of the event you have chosen. So small differentiation there, no longer describe, it will be explain instead. So the key is here to look at this one effect. So we are looking for something that happened as a result of something. Now, if the event was someone slapped me, the effect would be that I would cry. If somebody raided my bank account and took out all of the money in there, and there's not a lot, an effect of that would be I would be poor. I would be very, very upset. I would no longer be able to buy things. I would starve. So we're looking for one effect here of one of these events. Now, obviously, apologies for that, choose which of these events you are most happy with. So it'll be one effect of one of these events on either Germany or the Weimar Republic, or it could be the Nazi Party. So look very, very carefully. It's always going to be an effect or consequence question. Then have a look. The effect on what? The effect on the Nazi Party, the effect on Germany, the effect on Stresemann, whatever. So you have one effect on a factor here. Okay, so it's 4 marks. Now, what does a successful answer look like? Let's have a look at the mark scheme. Right, we have it here. Brilliant. So here we have level 2, because we're all looking to get between 3 or 4 marks. We need develop statements of consequence. So again, consequences is another way of saying effects. So the candidate supports their statement, with relevant contextual knowledge. Same as specific contextual knowledge. So it needs to be relevant to the topic, it needs to be contextual, it needs to be again placed in within that epoch of time, and it needs to be knowledge. Now, how could we evidence that? Let's have a look at how one candidate has answered that question well. Okay then, so let's move into this 4 out of 4 answer from the exam in 2013. So the candidate has started with one effect. So straight away they're giving the examiner exactly what they want. They're focused specifically on the effect of their chosen event, which is the enabling act, which they have written without capital letters. Very, very naughty. And then on Germany. So if we go back to the question quickly, let's just remove that. The question was one effect of the enabling act on Germany. So fantastic, one effect of the enabling act on Germany. It's basically parroted the question back at the examiner, which is exactly what we want to see. So we know from the first sentence that the question is going to be answered, because the examiner is going to see here that the candidate has parroted the question back at them, which is fantastic. And they've given a precise answer, because we have Hitler was able to establish a Nazi dictatorship. There we go. Now, let's look for that relevant contextual knowledge. Well, we have it here, because Hitler can make laws without the power of the Reichstag. There's some contextual knowledge. Now, this is very, very detailed and precise. The candidate has been able to give numerical or statistical relevant contextual knowledge to support what they're saying. Now, no examiner can argue with that. It's factually correct, it's true, and it demonstrates and evidences to the examiner that the candidate really has done their homework and they know this. Okay. Now, the last point I would like to highlight to you is the leading language here, because we have this led to, this what effectively led to. So the consistently and persistently focusing on the effects of that event. So exactly what the examiner wants to see. We've got a focus on the question up here, right from the outset, right off the bat. We've got the effects being targeted, not the events, not the causes, the effects. We've got that precise contextual knowledge here. No examiner can argue with that. And then the leading language hammers away at the question, this led to. This led to. Another way of doing that would be as a result, because, furthermore, this led to. Okay then, I hope that helps. In terms of timings, I would suggest spending about 5 minutes on this question. Definitely no more than 8. You don't want to be tying up your time here. Save it for the bigger questions yet to come. Alright, and I hope that helped. Goodbye.